hope everybody's taking advantage of the double money, double RP, and that would be with the cargo warehouses. Actually, going to run through a quick sale mission here. Hopefully, kind of quick. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've never attempted to try to sell an entire warehouse, and I don't think I'm going to today either. Honestly, I really don't.
Hey,
You know, one of
sure.
the things I recommend everybody try to do is to, if you're going to have these warehouses, I have five. Um, Now I probably should end up having like, uh, I should end up having like all five large ones. I got 78 out of 111 crates. Right now with all the double, I could try to sell all of them for 2,812,000, and that's in an invite only lobby. But yeah, I don't really feel confident enough to go to a public lobby and try that. I get griefed a lot. Um, I usually, my comfort level's around 15 crates, sometimes 20. Generally, I think that spawns just two vehicles if it's trucks. And I saw somebody try to do 110 crates once, and it spawned three trucks, which ended up being 15 drops. It's like five drops per truck. Personally, my comfort level is like the 10 drops, using the trucks because they're a little bit top heavy. They have a tendency to tip if you're not careful. And I usually have quite a bit of time left over when I do 10 drops, but if I had to do another five and they were all over the map, it'd be kind of stressful for me. So I just kind of want to avoid that. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any other strategies that you typically use. Let me see here. This is a small warehouse. It's fairly close to the large one that I bought in Vinewood.
Hey, what's up? Yep.
And what I like to try to do is keep this one
See you
relatively
later.
full. Let's see what we've got here right now. I've got 13 out of 16 crates. There's a chance that she'll come back with one, most likely one crate, but there is a small chance of getting three. I've had that happen a number of times. And wow, yeah, see, I've made 115 sales of cargo, and that goes all the way back to when I bought my first cargo warehouse. We got almost $17.5 million. 87%. I typically hover around 86, 87. I had a lot more failed missions initially, and slowly that rating is going up. I have to get past all my early ones that I failed often. And yeah, I'll say, as far as tips that I've got, I don't have a whole lot because I'm just getting to the point now where I have the five warehouses and I'm selling them fairly regularly now, especially with the double money, double RP on sales this week. I think one of the things we were talking, I'm going to go to I've got a medium warehouse here. This one's a little bit further south than Los Santos. Um, let's see, where am I at on the map? Now, we're indoors right now. That's the medium warehouse size, basically, for you. You got your staff, got the workbench. Go ahead and get some more source
How
here
you
if we
doing?
can.
Yeah.
So this is
Later.
I've got one more warehouse here. Let's see where we're at with crates here. So yeah, the 87%, 115, that's for all my warehouses. I had a lot of sales when I just had one. This is the Derriere lingerie backlot. That's the medium warehouse. I'm at 28 out of 42. So, I mean, you can see this week if I was to try to sell 27 crates, I could get 864,000, and that's at an invite only. 14 crates. I would probably do the 14. Typically, that's one plane, usually a Cuban 800 with 10 drops. And almost every time now, I'm getting the radar on that from the police. So I have to fly low, and they always seem to put those drops near like a radio tower. It seems like 90% of them are in the rain, in the fog, or in the dark, and sometimes those things are hard to see. And I've actually crashed the plane a few times doing that. I will say though, one of the things I regret now a little bit is I almost never sell in a public lobby. I maybe have tried it once. Um, I recently bought this jammer upgrade thinking that this was going to help me with the police radar. And since then, I was looking on Reddit, and apparently this is only useful if you're in a public session. Somebody may want to confirm that for me, but it did me no good. I've already done like 2 sale missions using the Cuban 800, and they were some of the hardest missions that I've done trying to fly low, especially when you got to go up over the mountains and then try to hug the mountains because if you have any kind of a valley underneath of you, it'll say that you're flying too high. So this $400,000 upgrade didn't really do me any good. Now the armor upgrade, maybe. Um, I haven't found any of the helicopters to have really that great of weapons. I've usually been able to outfly them. So I don't know if the armor upgrade, I think it was 190,000 when I got that. So yeah, but I do regret the jammer upgrade. Now maybe now I got to go into a public lobby now. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, so here we're at my second of my large warehouses, and we'll take a quick look at the screen and see where I'm at here. Again, this one's in La Mesa, at a large warehouse. I got 74 out of 111. This one's known as the Logistics Depot. And I will tell you, I'm kind of bad at memorizing the names and where they're at. I kind of remember where the lingerie one is, the Vinewood ones, but I forget sometimes the Logistics Depot is in La Mesa. And that comes in to be a factor if you use a terabyte. I don't know if you have a terabyte and you go to source crates yourself, which is another option. I'm kind of backing away from doing that. It's sometimes it's not bad if you get a single van to source a crate and all 3 crates are in one van and you get to drive it. But it's the ones where you have to go back and forth. Now, I will say if you have an Oppressor Mark II, it's a lot easier. Or maybe if you're if you're somebody like me who's got the Kasaka sub and you've got the Sparrow helicopter, you can spawn that helicopter nearby and, probably use that. I'm typically using the Oppressor Mark II for that to get back and forth. Those missions are a little bit slower because you have to get 1 crate, bring it back to the warehouse, go back, get a 2nd crate, bring it back to the warehouse, and so on. So we're going to go ahead and get this technician sourcing. I will say having 5 warehouses and 5 technicians, with the 5 technicians, it's a lot easier.
Sure.
So you can see right now I'm up to what, 25,175,000. So yeah, I was just about 3 or 4 days ago. I think I was down around 18. So I am doing pretty well right now. I've got a good rhythm going. I would say the cargo warehouses and the nightclub. If you get a nightclub, first get all those MC businesses. The document forgery is kind of a waste. I wouldn't bother with that one. I probably could have done without buying the green stuff farm, but I've got the other ones, and those are great. I don't run the MC sell missions anymore. I think they're hard. I think they're a waste of time for the amount of money you make, but doing those through the nightclubs and getting the technicians is great. All right, so we got this all done. I think it's time to do a cell mission here. Let's see what happens. 37 crates. We're just gonna do 15. I think that's doable. Enter
The
the
sale's
plane.
on, but it's kind of complicated. You'll be dropping the goods at a few points around the city. Collect the cargo at LSIA and make this thing happen.
All right. I will say one thing. Let's see. Can I do anything here right now? I can't retire because I'm on the job. But as soon as I'm done with this mission, I do need to remember to retire because I want to avoid being raided. Okay, the beautiful thing about this mission is that I don't have the radar, it looks like. Yeah, normally your assistant will come on and say that you need to fly low. And I'm not getting that. Good deal. And just to let everybody know, I have a cat laying across my left arm. I'm using an Xbox controller on the PC. And have this beautiful little Maine Coon who really likes a lot of attention. So she's laying on my left arm while I use this controller. Now maybe somebody can also let me know. I just realized if I press down on the left joystick, push it in, it brings up the landing gear or brings it down. And so I don't know if that increases my speed or not. I've been doing these missions with the landing gear down most of the time. And one other little point I wanted to make. I have a hangar at Fort Zancudo, and I suggest if you get into the hangar business, go ahead and do that because that allows you clearance to fly over Fort Zancudo. If you do not own a hangar, you're going to get, I guess you're going to have the base after you or the authorities after you whenever you do that. And being able to fly over Fort Zancudo really shaves a lot of time off of these missions. mean, I guess I should get bolder here and maybe try to do a whole warehouse. Of course, I'm certain they probably would have put the radar on me. This is very easy. I mean, I've got 22 minutes left, over 22 minutes, and I'm going to get 10 drops. Could I do another 5? Yeah, easily. Without radar. And there we go, just like that, 450,000. Excuse me.
Eat a shit sandwich. Oh
Nice. All right, and as you can see, I did not hit anybody, so great. 450,000 for a short cargo mission. I really suggest you've got today's Saturday, you got till Wednesday to take care of these, and good luck.